Hello everyone, welcome to the 7th lecture of the Signal Systems video series. So last lecture में हमने क्या देखा था? We studied the half wave symmetric property, then we went on to quarter wave symmetric, and then in the later part of the video we talked about average value. Okay, so we discussed few properties there. Now we are going to actually implement them, and we'll see that whatever tricks and whatever properties I have given you, how they are going to be validated here, you will see in this lecture. I've put up 3 examples in front of you. I'll be solving each and every question one after the another, and we'll take up a 4th example where I'll solve that thing with the help of tricks. Okay, so these 3 examples I'll try to solve in the direct conventional way, so that you know both the ways of solving the questions. Okay, you know the how to use the formulas, and you also know how to use the tricks. Okay, so before we start our lecture, one positive thought: there are no shortcuts to places worth going. Okay, I hope you know the meaning of this. Okay, so with this, let's start with today's lecture. Okay, so we'll start up with the first question. Okay, so I can see a periodic wave here, right? Just don't think that this signal is ending here itself. This signal is going to plus infinite, and this part is going to minus infinite. Okay, so basically you can say the first thing which you can say about this signal is that this is a periodic signal. Okay, so now if somebody tells you to find the average value, okay, you know the basic formula, right? For a periodic signal, you know that for a periodic signal, the average value is equals to 1 upon time period integration over the time period of x of t dt. Okay, let's try and understand with the basic definition. What do you know by average value? Average value is basically area divided by its total time. So this is the area over the one time period, and this is the time period, right? So definition is followed here. Great. Now what is the time period? 0 to t, right? You know what is time period, right? Because we have studied that previously. Okay, so we can see that 0 to t is the time period of this signal. Great. Now let's say I'll just keep this 1 by t outside, and we'll put a bracket here. और अब देखिए t जो है 0 to t में क्या एम्पलीट्यूड वेरिएशंस आ रहे हैं चेक करना है. 0 से लेकर t by 2 तक इसका एम्पलीट्यूड a है. सो आई राइट डाउन हियर 0 to t by 2 एम्पलीट्यूड इज a plus integration from t by 2 to t 0. Okay, this is how it looks, correct? So after solving this, what you will get is 1 by t. This is going to be at by 2 plus this will be 0 again. So t and t gets cut, so average value is a by 2. Okay, so here you basically learned how to use your average value formula for a periodic signal. Okay, I hope this is very clear. This is a very simple question. Okay, average value, in average value you are not going to get some very difficult questions. The questions will be very easy, and most of the times you will be solving it with the help of the properties itself. Okay, so you need not worry much about the formulas and everything, because this is a very simple topic. Okay, and you will be easily solving these questions within 30 to 40 seconds. Okay, so let's move on to the second question. So now you can see that this question, this is basically a non-periodic signal, right? Because this is not a DC value. Okay, if somebody of you might be thinking that this is a DC value, what I have told about DC value, DC signal is also even signal. Now just see, if the RHS part is value A but the LHS part is 0, so this is not a DC signal. Okay, this is just a signal which is present after t equals to 0. Right, so this is what I can say. Just one thing which I can see about this signal is this is non-periodic. Okay, this is just a non-periodic signal. Okay, so we don't know much about this signal currently. This is basically a standard signal, but we will be studying it in the later part of this series, where I'll be talking to you about the standard signals. Okay, but currently we have to just look at this signal as a non-periodic wave. Okay, nothing else. Okay, so for a non-periodic signal, what is the average value? We know the formula for that as well. So average value is equals to limiting t tends to infinite 1 upon t integrating from minus t by 2 to plus t by 2 x of t dt. Correct? This is the formula. Now just turn some pages of your notebooks, and in the previous part you might have written that the choice of minus t by 2 to plus t by 2 is made such that all amplitude variations are covered, right? So now if I say that I choose my minus t by 2 to plus t by 2 somewhere here, is it right? Just see, in minus t by 2 to plus t by 2 my amplitude is constant, so there is basically no amplitude change, right? But if you see this signal properly, there is an amplitude change. It was 0 initially and then it was going to a value of a. So basically I have to choose my t minus t by 2 to plus t by 2 such a way that I am going to consider the 0 part of the signal also, and also the a part of the signal, right? So this consideration is wrong. I cannot place my minus t by 2 to plus t by 2 in such a duration. Okay, so this consideration is completely wrong. Now just look at this another case. I'll just rub this off here, and let's keep plus t by 2 there itself. That's not a problem. We'll put minus t by 2 here. Now just see carefully. Minus t by 2 to 0, it is the signal value is having 0 amplitude, and from 0 to plus t by 2 the signal is having amplitude of a. So yes, in minus t by 2 to plus t by 2 all the amplitude variations are covered, because I'm going initially from a 0 value. See, I'm going initially from a 0 value to a some amplitude a. Okay, so basically the amplitude variations are covered, and it is covered in the duration of minus t by 2 to plus t by 2. Okay, so this consideration is exactly correct. Okay, now let's try and solve this. So what you will do is, limiting t tends to infinite, okay, 1 by t minus t by 2 to 0, integrating from minus t by 2 to 0, the value was 0 dt, plus integration from 0 to t by 2, the value was a dt. Okay, I hope you can see this, right? Great. Now let's see what happens next. Is equals to limiting t tends to infinite 1 upon t. Okay, so this part will be 0, this part will be 0. I am not writing down that part. This will be a t by 2 into a t by 2, right? Okay, so final value average is equals to a by 2. Got it? Clear? ये चीज़ समझ में आया? सिंपल सा था एकदम, ये भी कोई भी डिफिकल्ट नहीं था. यहाँ पर इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट क्या था? तो ये दिस वॉज समथिंग विच यू हैव टू लुक आउट फॉर. ये क्या है? ये बेसिकली चॉइस ऑफ माइनस टी बाई 2 टू प्लस टी बाई 2 इन सच अ वे दैट ऑल द एम्पलीट्यूड वेरिएशंस आर कवर्ड. तो यहाँ पे हमने देखा कि एक एम्पलीट्यूड में चेंज आ रहा है. देयर इज अ शिफ्ट इन द एम्पलीट्यूड. इट वाज इनिशियली 0, इट इज देन शिफ्टेड टू दिस थिंग a value. Okay, so this is basically the amplitude variation. What you're seeing here, see now, just जिनको नहीं समझ में आया एक बार वापस देखो. यहाँ पे देखो, see now you're starting from minus t by 2. The value was initially 0 till t equals to 0. There was no change in the amplitude. Now at t equals to 0, there is a sudden shift in the amplitude. The amplitude goes like this. Okay, and after t equals to t greater than 0, the amplitude again constant. So what is the amplitude shift here? What is the amplitude change? The amplitude change is the amplitude going from 0 to then a. This thing is called as amplitude shift. Amplitude shift. Okay, and we have to cover all the amplitude shifts in minus t by 2 to plus t by 2. That's what I've done here. So from minus t by 2 to plus t by 2, I have taken this consideration in such a way that my amplitude shifting is taken into consideration. Okay, great. So the average value of this is a by 2. Okay, don't somehow just think that all the average values will be a by 2. Okay, just a coincidence that the values are getting same. Okay, so don't make any assumptions in your head. Okay, so these two examples are very clear. I hope you have got it very clear with your this thing, all the conventional way of solving. This is the conventional way, and I'm sure that now after solving a periodic signal and a non-periodic signal, I'm sure you will be able to use the formulas pretty easily in your next coming examples. Okay, so now let's talk about question number 3. Now one thing you can see about this question is, this is a finite duration signal, right? This is a finite duration signal, plus it is non-periodic. Okay, so we have two properties about this signal, that this is a finite duration and this is non-periodic as well. Okay, so we'll apply the same thing, right? We'll apply the same trick here. So average value is equals to limiting t tends to infinite. So if I say this is going to be minus t by 2, now my amplitude from minus t by 2 to 0, it is 0. From 0 it is getting an amplitude shift of a. But can I put my t by 2 here? No, I can't. Okay, let's say this is t, okay, because we are considering minus t by 2 to just a second. Okay, this is problem with a variable. Okay, let's say this is your capital no, this is capital T only. This is capital T only. Actually, see, we can't put my t by 2 here because this is capital T, this is t by 2, so t by 2 will have to be here, but we have to compute all the this thing. So what we shall do is, we'll just take this as m. Okay, we'll take this as m by 2. Okay, and this will be m tends to infinite. Okay, this will be m tends to infinite, and let's say this is my plus m by 2 here. Okay, now just see, now coming back here, see, from minus m by 2 to t equals to 0, your amplitude is 0, right? Then it is having a scaling up, it goes to this value, it again keeps a constant value. Okay, but till now we have covered one amplitude shifting. Okay, we have seen that there is one amplitude change and we have taken into consideration, but there is also a second amplitude change which we haven't taken into consideration, right? So by putting m by 2 here won't be allowed, right? So we have to put it here so that all the amplitude variations are covered. So again there is an amplitude variation, it goes down, and again is a 0 value, right? So you can't put it here, so we are putting it here so that all the amplitude variations are covered by the definition of non-periodic signal, right? Okay, so you will see that limiting m tends to infinite, integrating from minus m by 2 to 0, the value is 0 dt, plus integrating from 0 to how much? T. 0 to t, this value is how much? A, plus integration from t to m by 2, this value is again 0, right? Okay, so look carefully here, limiting m tends to infinite, this is 1 by m. Okay, we forgot to write here, this is going to be 1 by m, so this is 1 by m, and this thing will be at, right? This is at, right? So we know that here this thing, this t, okay, I'll just write down here we know that t is a finite value, this is a finite duration, because I've told you earlier this is a finite duration signal, so obviously your t will be a finite value, this will be a finite value, right? This will be a finite value, right? So at part will be a finite value because amplitude will also be a finite value, right? But we know that m is tending to infinite, this m is tending to infinite. So if I put infinite here, if I put m equals to infinite here, so 1 by infinite is 0, so average value comes out to be 0. Got it? Clear? So now if you just go back, turn few pages back and see, I have told you that the average value of a finite duration signal is 0, and that's how we prove it. Okay, got it? So we have taken all the types of questions here. See, for a periodic signal, for a non-periodic, then non-periodic plus this thing, finite duration signal, and we have tried to cover all the properties which we have discussed in the previous lecture. Now this was a conventional way of solving it, right? Now I'll take up a fourth example where we are directly going to use the examples, and I'm somehow going to use these signals. I'll make a combination of it and then I'll put it in the fourth example. Okay, now let's see the fourth example. Okay, just see this. I'll be erasing this part only. Okay, now we are taking up a fourth example. Just carefully see this, very important this is. See, I have a signal which looks something like this. Okay, this is from minus t by 2 to this thing is t, this is x of t. Okay, and this is going to infinite. Okay, now let's say this amplitude is a. Okay, now we are strictly going to use the properties. No conventional way of solving this. Okay, strictly we are going to use properties. Now just look at this carefully. Okay, just see this. How can I redraw this signal? Okay, I'm going to redraw this signal such that it is a combination of a finite duration and a non-periodic signal. Okay, let's try to do that. So can I draw this like this? Just see this. What I'll do is I'll just draw this way. This is a, this is minus t by 2, and I'll just write plus here, and this will be looking like this, okay. So this value is again a, this goes to infinite, this is 0, this is 0, correct? Okay, so now you can see that I have just redrawn this thing here in a combination of a finite duration signal and an infinite duration non-periodic signal. Okay, so this is a finite duration signal, and this is a non-periodic signal, right? This is a non-periodic signal. So for a non-periodic signal, it's an infinite duration signal, so obviously we'll have to use the conventional way. But one thing you can do is you can just remember that value. It's very easy. That's a by 2. And when you will solve numerous such examples, you might be able to remember the values for some standard signals. Okay, I've told you that that is a standard signal. We'll study it in the later part of this series. Okay, but currently I can use that value. The average value is a by 2, right? So I directly know the value of this. Average is equals to a by 2. And let's say you don't remember. Let's say you don't remember that what was its value. You don't know the standard results. No problem. What you can do is, see, minus t by 2 to plus t by 2. Take all the amplitude variations into consideration. Solve it. You will get the answer, right? And by conventional methods, you can end up getting this answer, a by 2, right? And for this finite duration signal, you know that finite duration signal have average value equals to 0, right? Correct. So what will be the average value of this signal? The addition of these two values, right? So average of the signal is equals to average value 1 plus average value 2, right? So that will be equals to a by 2. Done. So here we have made strictly the use of properties and we have tried to get the value of the average value of the signal. Okay, so I hope आप लोग को ये समझ में आया हो अच्छे से एकदम. ओके, कोई भी क्वेरी होती है अगर आप लोग को पूछना है आप पूछ सकते हो. मैं जानता हूँ कि ये वाला एग्जाम्पल स्पेशली आप लोग के लिए थोड़ा अलग होगा, राइट? जस्ट लुक एट दिस एग्जाम्पल केयरफुली. जस्ट ट्राई एंड सॉल्व दिस थिंग once again by your own. Okay, I have tried to like make this example very simple, as simple as possible. Okay, but still if there is any doubt you can just put it in the comment section. I'll solve it definitely. Okay, so with this we have ended up with the average value part as well. In the next video we are going to cover the fifth property and the sixth property. Okay, so see you in the next video. Thank you.